We're gonna start to hear about an update about the food pantry. So I will give the floor away.
Okay, great. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. My name's Dennis Brown. I'm chairman of the board of the Food Pantry. And Pastor, I thought it was about time that we give you another update on how things are going over there. I thought I'd start out first, though, by recognizing the other board members, some of whom you probably know. Ken Perry is the food pantry manager. He's in charge of ordering all the food and maintaining the building over there. He does an excellent job. Renee Weary is our treasurer. Dennis Ostick is our secretary. Anita Hornbrook is our assistant treasurer. Then we have Bob Ryder, Bob Wilhelm, Mark Waltmath, and I hope I didn't butcher his last name. And then our newest member is Deb Halverson, that I'm sure everybody knows. For a long time, especially since I've been here, the clothes closet was just there. The focus was on the food pantry. And I'm not too sure that some of the people that come to the food pantry don't come strictly for the clothes closet. And those women do an excellent job, and I've been trying to get Deb to be a part of the board. She finally agreed to do that. And so I just wanted to thank all the women involved in putting that together. And it's a very important part of the food pantry. So to the food pantry, we're seeing an uptick in clients coming, which is a good thing. We're not at the pre-COVID levels that we were before COVID, but it's starting to come back. We think that's probably because a lot of the government programs now have shut down since COVID, and also, as everyone is well aware, the price of food is up. So I'm sure that's part of it too. But as it is right now, we're doing just fine, and we've got volunteers coming to take care of all the needs.
Thank you.
We did have an issue last, and I wanted to recognize one of the businesses. We lost a compressor to our walk-in freezer, and we were scrambling to try to find a place to put all the frozen food. We called around to several businesses, Ken Perry did, and TJ's meat locker over in Minocqua was gracious enough to let us take all of our frozen foods over there and store it for us until we could get the compressor fixed. Well, we got it fixed, and about 4 months later, we lost it again. Fortunately, it was under warranty, but it still cost us about $2,000 in labor to get it back up and running. So hopefully we won't have that expense anymore. So with that, I guess I'll open it up to questions.
Who is eligible to use the food pantry?
Anybody's eligible. Since we're no longer under the government's auspices, we can, if you're in need of food, come on over.
And what's the process?
There's a form that has to be filled out with if you have children or young adults or adults under your household, we got to have verification or proof that they actually live in that house. So as long as they show some sort of proof, they're eligible. So,
Can you come just for a one-time
sure.
incident or
Yep.
need?
Yep. In fact, that was the other thing we're seeing people that haven't been there for 4 or 5 years starting to come back. So, which is good. So,
Can you pick up for individuals that maybe can't drive or can't leave their
Oh.
homes?
I don't know if last time I was here, we talked about this. Dennis Ostick has worked with there's a senior apartments over here that some of the people were not able to make it. So every other week, they fill out a form of what kind of food they're looking for. Dennis drops it off. Then that Thursday, we fill it, put it in a box, or bag it up, and then that following Monday morning, Dennis Ostick and Mark Waltemath take it over to the apartment. There's also in Presque Isle, there's a lady that for years have been taking meals to shut-ins. She didn't want anything, but I've talked to her and told her that she's always welcome to come over, and she makes soup for them and delivers it to them, or spaghetti or whatever, and we'll help her out. But she very seldom takes advantage of it, but it's there for her if she'd like to do it. So.
What about expanding that idea to other people other than just in the apartment about neighbors delivering for neighbors?
If you know of anyone that wants to do that or needs to do that,
Just fill out a form, have them fill out the form.
yeah. Yes, ma'am.
How many families are you serving?
I'm a little embarrassed to say this. For several months, sometimes we'd see one family come in. There's been a couple times where no one showed up. These last couple months, we're seeing around 14 families come in. I guess way before my time, years past, they've had up to 30 people show up, but 14 is a good number for us right now.
Is there an income eligibility at all?
Nope.
Are you still getting the donations from the same locations? Is it Triggs and?
Triggs donates. We're getting stuff from the Triggs in Manitou Waters.
Oh.
In fact, I think the lady Peggy, who cleans it, she brings stuff. Carson's Corner in Presque Isle, we had not been getting anything from them. We found out a couple of weeks ago that all their leftover bread and buns and stuff, they give it to people to feed the deer. And one of the gals that helps out there said, hey, my neighbor could probably use this stuff at the food pantry. And in fact, we were very thankful that we got it. So they're going to start providing food too. And then of course Lakewood, we buy most of our food from them. So, yeah. Anything else?
Do you know what year the food pantry started?
No, I don't.
You
Maybe
know
somebody
me
in
in
here
it?
probably does. Quite a while ago.
20 years?
Is that right?
I'm
Yeah.
thinking 20 years. But,
Yeah.
so.
So, yeah. But the people really appreciate it. We appreciate all the volunteer and the donations that are coming in. We really take advantage of it. So.
I'm not from around here, but back home, my husband and I, we have a area church that does this, and we donate usually once or twice a year. do you guys take like meat, like hams and turkeys and, you know,
Yep.
where you can, you know, make things out of, or is it?
Oh, no, we won't make anything out of it.
So you just
We don't have
give
any
them-
cooks over there.
Well, so like, what about hair products, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and toothpaste
Yep.
and toothbrushes, so all of that stuff you take?
In fact, my wife is on the Altar Society at St. Rita's in Presque Isle, and she's put a notice out to the women that we could use toothpaste and
Okay.
soap and that type of stuff.
So those are the things you really need?
Yeah.
No, we don't need conditioner. For
Right.
some reason, we have a lot.
Right.
Shampoo, deodorant, bar soap, liquid hand soap. We can use.
Okay.
Anything else?
Do you guys have like a network where you can email to individuals to get the word out? Or how do you
We-
generally just do it through the church about getting the word out for what you need?
There's a flyer that goes out to all the churches in the area. Yeah,
I mailed to about 23 different towns.
thank you, yeah.
And I think there's an
It's
ad
not
on occasion in the paper for the Carrier Food Pantry.
Yeah, in fact, we were trying to put together we're talking about, that's one of the discussions at the last board meeting, about putting it in the Lakeland Times, or no, the church bulletin for the Catholic churches. But it was like $595 for we don't know if that's like,
We can, yeah. If I go to an extra page, I can put it in our newsletter, but I always we usually post what you're looking for each month
oh, that's
in
good.
our newsletter, so.
Excellent, thank you. Anything else?
Thank you.
Well, thank you for all
Thank
your
you.
help and your